Yeah, Brandon, those women were traveling from Dallas to celebrate a birthday at a lake house in Central Texas when a driver hit them head on, killing all five. Cody Talley is charged with 5 counts of manslaughter for the July 25th crash. Investigators say he drove a truck pulling a horse trailer into oncoming traffic in Burnett County near Austin. DPS says he hit one car before hitting the SUV with the women inside. That vehicle flipped and caught fire. None of them survived. This week, funerals are being held for Brianna Valadez, Ruby Cruz, Jackie Velasco, Desiree Cervantes, and Talia Salinas. Salinas' older brothers say they were all looking forward to that lake weekend with family and her childhood best friends.
It's not us, it's also, Desiree's family, Jackie's family, Bree's family, and ours. So I think this whole week we're kind of just caught up with attending funeral after service. So it's kind of a lot to take in, but I think, once the dust settles, we'll feel the emptiness here at the home that they, once filled up.
And they say they will remember their little sister for her maturity and discipline, her contagious laugh, and her love of the Dallas Cowboys. Public records show the suspect has several previous arrests, including multiple DWIs, assault charges, and a drug charge. But according to the crash report, Talley was never tested for drugs or alcohol on the day of the crash. Lauren.
North Texas students returning to school this month will notice some changes after several bills were signed into law. Starting in September, the 10 Commandments must be displayed in every classroom. Frisco ISD has already given out posters to teachers. School boards can opt into a law that brings prayer back into school. It would create a period for students and staff for them to pray or read religious texts. Cell phones and smartwatches are also banned in Texas schools for all students. Districts can choose how they want to implement that ban. Lawmakers say it's an effort to restore order to the classroom and limit distractions.
These cell phones are a distraction. Kids are addicted to them. There are things that happen where kids are filming other kids or, helping them with cyberbullying. But more than anything, it's just a distraction from the teaching that needs to be occurring in the classroom.
Another bill extends how long schools can place students on in-school suspension. The law used to allow 3 days. Now a suspension can last as long as the school deems appropriate. The punishment for students caught with vapes also changes. Previously, a student would be sent to alternative education facilities. Now, first-time offenders can be given less severe punishments. Well, in response to HB 1481, which is the cell phone ban, Dallas ISD middle and high school students will be locking their phones in pouches this school year. You see them there in the video. Elementary school students will turn their phones over to teachers. Deputy Superintendent Brian Lusk says it took students about a month to adjust to the change during a pilot program. Dallas ISD says if a student breaks a pouch, they'll have to pay for it in order to get their phone back. The district has landlines in all of its buildings for emergencies.
Good morning, Brandon. The tariffs are a costly move economists say will eventually be passed on to U.S. consumers. Now, after rollbacks, delays, increases, and continued negotiations, the tariffs are now going to be imposed on many of America's trade partners. President Trump announcing the round of tariffs is a go, posting on Truth Social, quote, "It's midnight. Billions of dollars of tariffs are now flowing into the United States of America." To break it down, products from the EU, Japan, and South Korea are taxed at 15%. Imports from Taiwan, Vietnam, and Bangladesh are taxed at 20%. And according to research from Yale, the tariffs could increase prices for imported goods by around 18.3%. Now, the president also expects the EU, along with a few other countries, to invest hundreds of billions of dollars into the U.S. While he says the growth is going to be unprecedented, economic reports show the threat of tariffs is starting to threaten the nation's economy, with stalls in hiring and inflation numbers on the rise. The president has argued for tariffs as a way to reduce the trade deficit. He announced 100% tariffs on computer chips, and we're awaiting an update on pharmaceutical drug taxes. Reporting for Good Day, I'm Peyton May.
Well, good morning, Lauren. Whenever you talk about replacing certain bridges here at DFW Airport, you got to figure there are going to be disruptions to the normal flow of traffic, and that's the situation we have here temporarily. There are detours now in place heading into and out of Terminal B while the airport undergoes some needed improvements. Last night saw the first of 3 90-day phases to connect new bridges to terminals A, B, and C, which will eventually provide new right-hand exits from International Parkway into the terminals. The current bridges are original to the airport and need to be replaced. So Terminal B is up first. Now inside that terminal this morning, we spoke with some travelers who made it through the detours. They said it does require some extra attention.
Our Uber driver was like, this is a little different. There's some traffic, a little bit of traffic, and I guess some detours is what he said, some detours to get to Terminal B. But we got here, so it was okay.
Oh, God, it was a little hectic, confusing. I dropped them off, and I had to come back to get to exit for the terminal, so it was hard.
Over the next couple of days, crews are going to demolish the existing flyover bridge into Terminal B, which means a portion of the South Service Road will be closed. Once that bridge is taken down, work begins to connect the new bridge. Now, if you want to avoid Terminal B altogether over the next 90 days, officials here suggest checking into your American Airlines flight at any other terminal, and then, once through security, hop on Skylink to get to your gate at Terminal B. Now, no matter the method you choose, it is a good idea to arrive early. It's being recommended that you add 30 to 45 minutes to your arrival time here at the airport. Another option is to consider public transportation. Both Dart Light Rail and Tex Rail will also get you here to the big airport.